Right, guys, welcome to this live commentary stream between the Reds and the Blues today. It should be a cracking game, and I can't wait for this game to start, as it is my two favorite sides against each other today, the Reds and the Blues. So I don't know really which way I want this to go. Let's quickly have a look at the lineups for the Reds in the back line. We've got Bryce Hegarty, Vunivalu, Hunter Paisami, Isaac Henry, Filippo Daigunu, James O'Connor, and Tate McDermott. What a back line. You can expect a lot of running in this game. Then in the forwards, you've got Harry Wilson, Liam Wright, Angus Scott Young, Lucan Salakai Lotta, Ryan Smith, Danila Tupou, Brandon Paenga Mosa, and Theo Fotuaka. Still don't know how to pronounce this name of this guy. Fotuakia. Let's put it that way. Then going to the Blues lineup, Zahn Sullivan, Bryce Heem, Rika Ioane, TJ Payani, Mark Talia, Oteri Black, and Finley Christie. Then in the forwards, you have Akira Ioane, Dalton Papali'i, Tom Robinson, Patrick Tuipolotto, Gerald Cowley Tiotti, Ofa Tuangafasi, Kurt Eklund, and Carl Tunagafi. Now, this is probably where the strength of this Blues team lies. Akira Ioane, Dalton Papali'i, Tom Robinson in a loose trio. What a formidable combination. And then Patrick Tuipolotto, Gerald Cowley Tiotti, phenomenal outfit as well. Ofa Tuangafasi and Carl Tunagafi, both All Black prop forwards. Then backline wise, I've been very impressed with Bryce Heem. He's come through tremendously, and it's going to be interesting to see how Mark Talia does today, because this guy, I rate him very high, and I'm surprised that he's not an All Black just yet. And Oteri Black needs to step up. Finley Christie has been solid, so let's see how they will do against this backline of the Reds. Bryce Hegarty, Vunivalu. Expect a lot of high kicks. We've seen what Vunivalu can do under the high ball. And especially Hunter Paisami in the midfield against Rika Ioane will be quite an interesting one. And Filippo Daigunu taking on Bryce Heem today. And then James O'Connor and Tate McDermott, probably their key players in this back line as well. Then Harry Wilson back at number 8. A phenomenal player. Liam Wright, great captain as well. Angus Scott Young has been solid. Salakai Lotta, expect him to take a lot of balls up today. Ryan Smith has been pretty solid as well for the Swede side. So really looking forward to this. Danila Tupou, the man, the giant Thor of rugby at the moment, and Brandon Paenga Mosa. Looking forward to this game. What's your prediction on this game? Ask Dart King. So, tough one. I do feel that the Blues will win this game because they've just been in phenomenal form as of late, and they might come out firing. But it's all what team takes the field, because one day they're good, the next day they're bad, very inconsistent. Same with the Reds. So you're putting $50 down on the Reds. It probably will be profitable, but again, it's a question: will they show up as well? Can they show up today and show us their worth as well? But it's going to depend on that first half. If this first half is a close one, expect a really close game. But defensively, the Blues need to be on song if they want to keep this Reds side out today. Same goes for the Reds. A very attacking-minded sides, both of them. But yeah, feel free to take the risk, Dart King. I would have done it as well. I mean, it pays out 3.9. So whatever you bet, if you're gonna put $50 on it, you are gonna make back. Let's see, round about $195. So I think that is a pretty solid bet to do. Dart King, can I have your phone? I want to ask you some questions. I will. I don't want to put it on display for everybody to see, unfortunately, Dart King. So if you're willing to give your number, I will add you and then go from there. Otherwise, what you can do is you can go to my Facebook group as well, the Rugby Guru SA. I'm sure I do have my contact details there for you if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, players are on the field. I don't know what tradition this was, but they were smoking, fire smoking, and things going on there. I don't have any audio, so I don't know exactly what this was all about. But we are going to get into that game. Email is fine. I will add that just a little bit later on, if you don't mind. I will send you an email then. Right, so we're about to start this game. The Reds versus the Blues. Fantastic game coming up our way, I think. It should be one of those tremendous games. So it doesn't look like Bryce Hegarty at fullback for the Reds today. So I'm wondering if there was a replacement early on in this game. I do bet. I used to bet a lot. But I might get back into the game as well. My knowledge is very good when it comes to betting. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Normally when I do bet, things don't go my way. But when I don't bet and I predict something, it happens. So, here we go. It is going to be Zahn Sullivan to get this game underway for us. A deep kick into the hands of Daigunu very early on. Inside the 22 they go. And the Reds now in control of that ball, but the maul has been held up pretty well by the Blues. But now it comes out, Tate McDermott. Out it goes. Ooh, it's been charged down almost immediately by the Blues. And now they've got a chance 5 meters out from the try line. TJ Fayani switches direction. Now Rico Ioane. About 10 meters out. Oh, it's been stolen by Liam Wright for the Reds. Great work from him. Now Harry Wilson taking this up for the Reds. Tate McDermott, out it goes back to the fly half, and now kicked forward by Hunter, by Sami. And that's not going to find touch into the hands of Mark Delia on the 10-meter line. Here he goes. It's going to be hard to bring him down, but Vunivalu's got him. Now Finley Christie, Carlton Agafi, puts his head down just outside the 22. Finley Christie again. Now Tera Black to Kurt Eklund. The Blues just outside the 22 of the Reds at the moment. But a penalty to the Reds as Kurt Eklund held on to that ball. Danila Tupou winning the penalty there for the Reds. Darts King, what's your prediction between the Bulls and the Stormers? I am a Stormers fan, by the way. So I think the Bulls at home, with the squad that they've got, I do believe that the Bulls will win this by 15 points tonight, give or take. Right, so an early opportunity then for the Reds team to gain some ground, but an awful kick there. And that was done by Isaac Henry. Just a terrible kick from him. So James O'Connor not playing today. There was a late replacement, so I'm just trying to see who that replacement would be. I think it's Hamish Stewart at fly-off today for the Reds. So, yeah. Flowing from Painga Mosa, Salakai Lotto, Tate McDermott, now taken forward by Isaac Henry. Quick ball coming back for the Reds now. Here comes Angus Scott Young. It is taken forward beautifully there by Hamish Stewart. Almost on halfway. Harry Wilson breaking free, gives it to Ryan Smith. Here they come. Oh, it's been intercepted by the Blues. Luckily gone backwards for the Reds. But now TJ Fayani puts his head down just outside the 22. Finley Christie's got this, but there was a little knock on from the Blues. And the Reds showing some nitty-gritty very early on in this game. They're going to have the scrum down just outside the 22 of this Blues side. 3 minutes gone in this game. Great breakaway from Harry Wilson to Ryan Smith. Then Rico Ioane managed to intercept that backwards, luckily for them. So, yeah, we're going to have the first scrum down of this game just outside the 22 of the Blues. Tate McDermott to feed this for the Reds. Great stuff from the Reds early on in this game, showing their intent. And we could be in for a cracking game today. I think you should have taken that bet, that 69.5 on this game. But who knows? It could be a close game as well. Could go either way. So the Reds back are 8 kilos lighter than the Blues. 4 minutes gone in this game. First scrum goes down and we are going to have a reset. So I'm expecting a big battle at scrum time between these two teams. It actually went down from that side of the Lucet prop Fioa Fortu Akai for the Reds. Still not able to pronounce this guy's surname, but Fioa is the Lucet prop for the Reds. It is going to be a scrum down to the Reds now, just on the 22 inside the Blues half. James O'Connor not playing today. He was in the initial lineup. Big scrum this time from the Blues. Will the Reds get this? Harry Wilson off the back to Tate McDermott. Now taken up by Daikunu, just over the 22-meter line, but penalty to the Blues. Daikunu holding on to the ball, so early penalty exchange in this game. Great steal by Dalton Papali on the ground there. It's going to be such an interesting battle between these two teams. Probably the most entertaining two teams of this competition. Right, let's see where Oteri Black can put this out. We've had some good runs from both teams, but it's not gone out. And now Hamish Stewart on the run for the Reds, up to the 10-meter line. Silly mistakes early on from both teams. Now Tate McDermott trying to go on his own. High tackle from Tui Pilato and a penalty to the Reds. Needs to keep it down a little bit lower is Patrick Tui Pilato. So another chance now for the Reds to get back into the Blues half. It's not easy to tackle a small guy like that. Patrick Tui Pilato just going a little bit too high. 6 minutes into this game. Amy Stewart now kicking this downfield, finding touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 inside Blues half. 6 minutes gone in this game. Paenga Mosa with the throw-in to come. Right, let's see what they can do with this one. It's the Reds now. Throwing from Paenga Mosa, finds Ryan Smith, Tate McDermott, Hamish Stewart. Now gives to Paisami, loops around Daikunu. Good defense from Mark Delia, stopping him in his tracks. And now good counter from the Blues, putting the Reds under pressure. Somehow they need to get this back as the Reds. But the Blues have managed to pick this. And now Akira Ioane with the ball in hand. Up to halfway. Finley Christie goes down to TJ Fayani, puts it to the boot, straight down the middle into the hands of Hamish Stewart. And he's going to put it on the boot. And it's going to find touch roundabout on the 22. But quick throw-in from the Blues. The ball spills loose into the hands of Bryce Heem. He puts it to the boot, kicks it straight downfield into the hands of Daikunu, gets to Vunivalu. Inside the 22, he kicks it downfield. And he's going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside Blues territory. 7 minutes gone in this game. Chance now for, well, there's first an injury to Liam Wright at the moment for the Reds. Or it's Ryan Smith, I think. So an early injury scare here for the Reds. Can this guy stand up real quickly and go on? Ryan Smith, 12 games this season, 39 runs and 48 running meters. So he had a good little break early on in this game from an offload from Harry Wilson. So it will be a shame if we have to lose him so early in this game. But yeah, a lot of kicking so far, lots of mistakes, lots of penalties in this opening 7 minutes. We are expecting a free running game. And that's exactly what we've seen so far from the Reds. We're just waiting for the Blues to fire as well. Right, we're just waiting on that injury attendance. Now he gets back to his feet. Just getting that last little bit of attention is Ryan Smith. But so far, a really good game. A lot of kicking, like I said, taking the ball quickly from the lineouts. That is what we expected from these two teams. A very much attacking approach to both teams. So Vunivalu, 8 games, 5 tries, and it's been really good so far for him, making the impact. 7.5 minutes gone in this game. It's 0-0 at the moment. Geez, like this injury is taking forever to finish up. So Bryce Hegarty also not starting this game. So there's quite a few changes to this red side. Just not sure who the replacements is at the moment. Let's just have a look here at the replacements. So definitely Hamish Stewart. And then I'm not sure who the other guy is. But it's been taken in by Tiotti. And now a chance here for the Blues. Working their way up to the 10-meter line now. Finley Christie, Kurt Eklund. All the way to back to Tera Black now. Bryce Heem has made a good little run up to halfway here for the Blues. Can it come back quickly? No, it's been stolen by the Reds on halfway. And a chance now, Tate McDermott. Out it goes to Hamish Stewart. He's going to thump this downfield and not going to find touch. Inside the 22, Terry Black's got it now, and he's going to thump it downfield. All not too much distance gained there, and run about 5 meters out from the 22. So another chance now for the Reds to do something with this. Hunter Paisami stealing that ball on the ground for the Reds. Right, throwing from Payanga Mosa. Let's see what they can do. Throw in Salakai Lotto, takes it off the back now. Liam Wright, Harry Wilson straightening the line just outside of 22 now. Take McDermott, out it goes to Salakai Lotto. He's knocked it on, and now Bryce Heem kicks this downfield for the Blues. Reds are chasing back. Daikunu, pressure coming from Bryce Heem as well. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Tanela Tupo. Good run from him. Coming back slowly now. Tate McDermott. Painga Mosa. Driving his way forward. Runabout on the 10-meter line now. Angus Scott Young inside their own half. The Blues need to be careful with their tackles at the moment. Going in a little bit too high. Liam Wright out to the inside center. Over halfway they go now. Quick ball. Isaac Henry took that ball in, but a penalty to the Blues. Taikunu diving off his feet. And another chance now for the Blues to go on the attack inside the Reds half. Can they do something special right here, right now? Good little run there from Isaac Henry over halfway. Just unfortunately, the penalty is for rolling on the ground. So he had to release the ball and didn't do so. So now the kick from Zahn Sullivan, not finding the touch that they wanted. So roundabout on the 10-meter line inside the Reds half. 10 minutes gone in this game. Can they do something with this throw in from Kurt Eklund? Finds Tuanga Fassi. And now it's TJ Fayani out to Akira Ioane. Up to the middle. Ofa Tuanga Fassi, Finley Christie now. Akira Ioane. No, Patrick Tuipiloto breaks free. Gives it to Zahn Sullivan. 10 meters out now. Here's the Blues. They need support going forward now. Galton Agapi gives it out to Tiotti. 2 meters out from the try line now. Can they do this? Comes back to Akira Ioane. Oh, a little bit isolated. Stolen by Painga Mosa. But a penalty to the Blues. 5 meters out from the try line. Five meters out from the try line, the Blues get a penalty. And will they go for the points here? It's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to try for the 7-pointer here, because we all know that the Crusaders didn't get that vital bonus point in their earlier game against the Western Force. So it will be interesting to see which way they decide to go. Maybe just settle this game down a little bit and go for the 3 points just to get onto the board. Right, let's see. Yeah, it is going to be Oteri Black who's going to go for goal here and try and put this blue side into the lead. Remember, the Crusaders didn't get a bonus point, so you might want to feel that the Blues are not pressured in getting this bonus point here today. They might just opt to go for the win regardless. So the penalty from Oteri Black is good, and it's 3 points to 0. The Blues leading the Reds here after 12 minutes of play. Good work from the Blues. 12 minutes gone in this game. The Reds losing Bryce Hegarty and James O'Connor before the game because they were on the initial team lineup, but they're not playing today. I don't know if they're on the bench and whether they will come on at a later stage. Restart now from Isaac Henry. A low kick from him, but collected beautifully by Patrick Tuipoloto. And now Finley Christie just securing the ball at the back of this ruck. He is going to go with the box kick over the top. It is chased down by Tom Robinson and Mark Delia. Beautifully taken by the fullback of the Reds here, and a chance now for the Reds to go on the attack. It is Painga Mosa on halfway now. Tate McDermott cleaning quickly. Amy Stewart out to Angus Scott Young. Good defense from the Blues, just stopping them in their tracks. Amy Stewart to Isaac Henry. Just going backwards at the moment is the Reds at the moment. On the 10-meter line, Angus Scott Young takes it up for the Reds again. Slow ball coming out for Tate McDermott now. Now it's looped around from Paisami. He opens up a little bit of space. Harry Wilson on the run. Up to the 10-meter line, Painga Mosa. Still going just short of the 22 now. It's the Reds. Quick ball needed. Taken in by Tanela Tupou, but he knocked it on. And a chance now for the Blues to counter. It is Oteri Black now. TJ Fayani. A run here for Bryce Heem. Good defense from Isaac Henry again on him. Just outside of 22. Can they get some go forward ball as the Blues? Great defense from both sides. And we are going to come back for that knock-on from Tanela Tupou. Unfortunately, knocking it on just as he went over the 22. Great breakaway from Hunter Paisami. Harry Wilson with a good offload to Painga Mosa. Great defense from Mark Delia. And from there, Tanela Tupou tried to run on at pace, but just knocking it on in the tackle from Dalton Papali'i. It's actually from Tom Robinson, so a little scuffle afterwards there by the two players as well. So 14 and a half minutes gone in this game. 3 points to 0 the Blues lead with a scrum to come on the 22-meter line. So the referee just having a word with Tanela Tupou and Carl Tunagafi because the scrums have not been very solid so far in this game. 15 minutes gone in this first half. The Blues leading by 3 points to 0. Scrum down to the Blues just outside their own 22. Finley Christie to feed the scrum. Let's see what's going to happen with this one. Right, they are packing down now. Really looking forward to this clash between Harry Wilson and Akira Ioane. Should be making for a very entertaining game as the scrum goes down again. And we will just have a reset. So for me, Tanela Tupou has become one of the best tighthead props in world rugby. And what better way to challenge that today against Carl Tunagafi, who is a very formidable All Black player, as well as Ofa Tuangafasi. So a big test for Fioa on the loose head prop for the Reds. But I'm all interested to see what Tanela Tupou does. Because if Angus Bell and Tanela Tupou can front down in this front row for Australia, imagine those two very versatile loose head and tight head prop doing the rounds in the competition. Finley Christie with the feet to the scrum. This one is solid. Taken off the back now. Fayani gives it out to Zahn Sullivan. Open field for him. Nice little offload to Bryce Heem. Here they come. Oh, beats one defense. Still going over 22. Now Zahn Sullivan, 5 meters out from the try line. as he gets bundled into touch, unfortunately. But what a run from him through the middle of the field. Just no defense in sight. Just easy as that. Tried to go for the intercept, was hunted by Sami, and they paid the price nearly for that. Great run from Bryce Heem running over Laigunu. You don't see that very often. And then, unfortunately, Zahn Sullivan just into touch. So the line out taken by Salakai Lotto for the Reds. 5 meters from their own try line. Paingo Moses got it. Tate McDermott off the back goes for the kick over the top, and not going to find too much ground with that up to the 22-meter line. Albert Tritter says he played a bit like Osterrand, very mobile for a big man. Absolutely. Tanela Tupou, really looking forward to what he can do in the future, along with maybe Angus Bell from the Waratahs. But now a throw into the Blues on the 22 of the Reds. Kurt Eklund gives it out to Tiotti. Now Papali'i off the back. Knock on there from Patrick Tuipolotto. Liam Wright in possession for the Reds. 18 minutes gone in this first half. Now Hamish Stewart with a very poor pass to Vunivalu. So we're going to come back for that knock on from Patrick. No, it's going to be a penalty now. The Blues offside after that little knock on. So a chance for the Reds to clear their lines. 18 minutes gone in this first half. We've seen the Blues starting to attack a little bit more often, but the Reds as well showing they're able to attack just as much as this Blues side. So the kick from Hamish Stewart is going to find touch. Runabout between the halfway line and the 10-meter line of the Blues. Opportunity here for the Reds. Paingo Mosa to throw this in. Quick throw in taken by Ryan Smith. Now Tate McDermott. Hamish Stewart to Isaac Henry in the midfield on halfway. Taken up Tate McDermott. Stewart again. Cut out pass to Daikunu, but he leaves it behind. Picked up by the fullback. Good tackle here from Akira Ioane on him. And a good counter ruck from Bryce Heem as well. But a penalty coming the way of the Reds again. Coming in from the side there. And the penalties are just heaping up in this game. Both teams not disciplined enough at the moment. Little mistakes creeping into this game after about 20 minutes of play. And it's like I said, very inconsistent. Both teams, one day they can be brilliant, and the next day they can be terrible. So far what we've seen a bit of a mixed bag of both. Inconsistency along the field from both sides, little knock-ons, but we've also seen some great attacking play so far. And Paingo Mosa now to throw it on the 10-meter line inside Blues half. What can I do with this? Salakai Lotto to Tate McDermott. Now Isaac Henry to Harry Wilson on the 10-meter line. Tate McDermott changes the angle. Hamish Stewart tries to find a little gap, but closed down very quickly. And the Blues defense is really solid at the moment. Will it come back for the Reds? It does come back. Tate McDermott working hard to get it. And now Ryan Smith tackled by Akira Ioane on a 10-meter line. Hunted by Sami. Chance here for a breakaway. They've got it by Paingo Mosa up to the 22-meter line now. Great stuff from the Reds. Tate McDermott. Hamish Stewart gives to Harry Wilson. Over the 22-meter line they go. Penalty advantage coming. Hamish Stewart. Now hunted by Sami. Darting again. Defense from TJ Fayani on him. Tate McDermott. Angus yeah. Drives it up to the 22-meter line again for them. Tate McDermott, hunted Sami. Brilliant offload to Harry Wilson. Straight through the middle he goes. And that's a fantastic try by the Reds. What a try. Magnificent stuff from the Reds. And that surely is going to go down as one of my favorite tries I've seen this season from the Reds. And there's been a couple of good ones. Unbelievable little offloading going on here from the Reds. First attack game, worked their way up to the 22. But how about that pass from Hunter by Sami to Harry Wilson? Brilliant stuff. Under the post he goes, and it should be, well, they are checking this just real. Oh, unfortunately, that is going to be forward. It was such a good angle, and I so much wanted it to be a try right there and then. But it looks like it's just gone forward. We'll have to wait and see what they decide here. But what an angle from Harry Wilson to run onto. But it seems like it's just gone about a few centimeters forward from there. Had the try been awarded? Yep, well, let's see. It seems like the try has been awarded by the referee. Yep, it has. And it is going to be 7 points to 3. Unbelievable stuff. Remember, I don't have any audio, guys, so I have to go on what I see. So after 22 minutes, it is the Reds 7, the Blues 3. What a running angle from Harry Wilson. Superstar in the making. And definitely going to lead this Wallaby side in future. 22 and a half minutes gone, 7 points to 3. The Reds leading this after a spectacular little offload from Hunter by Sami to Wilson. The restart from the Blues was a good contested one, but it looks like it's gone into touch, and it's going to be a line-up throw to the Reds. Was there a little knock? Yeah, there was a little knock on. So scrum down to the Reds, roundabout on their own 10-meter line. Collision between Ryan Smith and Bryce Heem from that restart. Oh, no, it's going to be a penalty to the Blues now. Player being taken out or played in the air. So very unfortunate there for Ryan Smith. I don't think that was really the case, but let's go with it. Penalty to the Blues, and they have a chance to set up a really good attacking line out here now. It's going to find touch round about 15 meters out from the Reds try line. Very unfortunate there, Ryan Smith getting penalized for that one. Albert Tritter says Wilson's still very young too. He will be needed at next World Cup. Definitely. I definitely see him as the next Wallaby captain when they do pick a new captain at some stage. But now Kurt Eklund with this throw in about 10 meters out from the try line. Patrick Tuipolotto takes it up. Here comes the driving maul. Whoa, it's going forward at a massive pace. They could go in here. 5 out now. Still going is the Blues. Now it goes down. Was it done illegally? So no, it's not. So Finley Christie now waiting for the ball to come out. 5 meters out. TJ Fayani puts his head down. Penalty advantage coming. Finley Christie, Terry Black. Out to Bryce Heem, still 5 meters out is the Blues. In the middle of the field, Patrick Tiotti. And we are going to come back for that penalty. And another little scuffle between the two teams on the ground after that. But a chance now for the Blues. Probably will kick this into touch yet again and set up that driving maul. It looked like they were going to score for all money. But somehow the Reds got to let that maul go down. And then Payenga Mosa got penalized for not rolling away. And he's going to get the yellow card as well. So yellow card to Payenga Mosa for the Reds. And a chance now for the Blues to get that driving maul going from this line out. Well, they have set up the line out 5 meters out from the try line now. Payenga Mosa. Yellow card for not rolling away. Kurt Eklund with this throw-in to come. Which way is it going to go? Goes to Akira Ioane off the back. They form them all again. And surely, if everything goes well, it's gone down. And another penalty advantage coming the way of the Blues now. The Reds need to be very careful giving away too many penalties. Patrick Tuipolotto. 3 meters out, knocks it on, and we're coming back for yet another penalty. So I guess another sack, and it could be another yellow card coming for the Reds. The referee probably, just talking to Liam Wright at the moment, saying that this cannot continue at the moment. Remember, they've already got one yellow card now. Painga Mosa with 9 minutes to go on that yellow card. 7 points to 3. 26 minutes gone in this game. Expecting this game to maybe really open up in the second half. But both teams have shown great running, attacking rugby so far. But for me, just so far, the Reds have been light, really. And I'm really surprised by that. But now let's see what this lineout can do. 5 meters out again, Kurt Eklund with the throw into this lineout. Taken in by Patrick Tuipolotto. This time they go down by themselves. So they'll have to try and run this 5 meters out. Akira Ioane, Tiotti just putting his head down. Akira Ioane waiting for the ball to come out. Gives it out to Kurt Eklund. Not gaining any ground with that now. Patrick Tuipolotto. 3 meters out is the Blues now. Just pick and go from the, I would assume, Goal to Nagafi. 2 meters out now is the Blues. So close. Over they go. Is that a try? Yes, it is. Try time to the Blues. And they do strike back after having 6 phases of pick and goes. It is a try to Dalton Papali'i for the Blues. 8 points to 7. The Blues leading the Reds here at the moment. Really good driving more from the Blues previously, and then that last one just going down, and then they had to pick and go their way over the try line this time round. But they've just got such a brilliant back of forwards. Carl Tunagafi, Ofa Tuangafasi, Kurt Eklund, Patrick Tuipolotto, Akira Ioane, Dalton Papali'i. He's the man who got it down for the try. And they're just using the back of forwards to get back into this game, as the back line is not really producing the goods at the moment for them. On the other hand, the Reds are having a fantastic game in the overall attacking phases. They're doing great work with the back line, running with the forwards. The loose trio doing really great so far for the Reds. So overall, the Blues might be leading after 28 minutes, but it's definitely the Reds that has looked the more dangerous. O'Terry Black with the conversion, and that one is going to go straight through. So 10 points to 7, the Blues leading the Reds at the moment. We've seen quite the game so far, plenty of errors as well. That inconsistency I was talking beforehand is just showing up in this opening 26 minutes of this game. But really a good game so far, nonetheless. 28 and a half minutes gone. We've got about 11 minutes left. Isaac Henry to restart it for the Reds. Taken by Patrick Tuipolotto, just inside the 22 of the Blues. A nice little maul has been formed. They need to try and get this out. Finley Christie out to Ofa Tuangafasi. Spins out of the first couple of defenders. About 5 meters out from their own 22 now is this Blues side. Finley Christie going with the kick over the top. He's going to find the fullback. Nice little take from him, but he loses it in the contest. And now Mark Talia is going to try and run this. Now Kira Ioane. Up to halfway goes the Blues. Finley Christie again. Ofa Tuangafasi. Zahn Sullivan with a little cross kick. Is this going to work for Bryce Heem? Oh, it's just knocked on by Bryce Heem and kicked forward by Hamish Stewart. But we are going to come back for what looks like it is going to be a penalty to the Blues. Obstruction from the Reds. So another penalty now for the Blues, and a chance for them to set up another line-out attack on the 30-minute mark. Daigunu, the guy, it's Vunivalu who got penalized there. He was obstructing Mark Talia there. And that kick, has it found touch? Yes, it has. 5 meters out. Great kick there from the Blues. and a chance here for them with 10 minutes to go to get more points. Mahmoud says, hi guys, just checking. Remember our date tonight, Stormers versus Bulls. I will supply the chops. I'll bring the brandy. That's fine, Mahmoud. Right, so throw into Kurt Eklund now for the Blues. 5 meters out from the try line. Can they score again? Still 4 minutes left in the bin for Painga Mosa. Kurt Eklund with the throw in, finds Tiotti. Gerald Cowley Tiotti of the back down a maul has been formed, and they're going forward at a valiant pace here. 2 meters out now. Ofa Tuangafasi, Akira Ioane joining in. They need to get this out at some stage now. Still going. Now it's gone down. Finley Christie waiting for the ball to come out. It is going to be a scrum down to the Reds. Referee says it's been taken in, and the Reds win that scrum from that maul. Great work from Salakai Lotto for the Reds. 9 minutes left in this first half. Still 4 minutes left on the yellow card for Painga Mosa. So still a big scrum to come for the Reds. Bad mistake again from the Blues there. Talking about that inconsistency again. They were so brilliant in the previous mauls, but this one just not working out for them. And Liam Wright and Ryan Smith. This, I must say, Ryan Smith is having a cracker of a game as well for the Reds today. Right, so Tate McDermott to feed the scrum. It's an important defensive scrum for them. Liam Wright going off at the moment just to make way for the replacement hooker, Josh Nasser, who's going to come in for the Reds there because of that yellow card to Painga Mosa. Right, just waiting on that scrum now. Tate McDermott with an important feed. 3 minutes left on that yellow card. 8 minutes left in the first half. Can the Blues get a big scrum here and get this ball, or will the Reds be able to get out of their own 22? Big scrum coming up. Tate McDermott with a feed to this. It's gone down on the side of the Reds, but they do get it off the back. Tate McDermott. Now Isaac Henry straightening the line, taking 2 defenders with him. And now Tate McDermott out to Amy Stewart, who's going to thump this downfield. Not going to find touch. Into the hands of Mark Talia. Now it gets to Sean Sullivan. Sean Sullivan out to Bryce Heem, up to the 10-meter line. He straightens the line. Chance here for the Blues now. Finley Christie gets it back. Kali Tiotti, Otera Black, Mark Talia. Long skip pass out to Dalton Papali. Tom Robinson on the wing. Still going over the 22-meter line they go now. Akira Ioane at scrum off. Gives it out to Kurt Eklund. They're inside the 22 now. Kauli Tiotti making headway. Now it's Patrick Tuipoloto. Pick and go from him. Finley Christie going to the left side. Akira Ioane. About 10 meters from the touch line. 10 meters out from the try line as well. Ofa Tuangafasi puts his head down. Not going anywhere there. Now Finley Christie. Back it goes to Tera Black. Straightened by by Zahn Sullivan. And now a chance here for them working their way forward. Slowly coming back, Finley Christie. Mark Talia opens up. And Mark Talia runs into the gap and goes over for the try. Well. As easy as that. Another try to the Blues. Poor defense there from the Reds, unfortunately, leading to that try from Mark Talia. But again, this guy is such an exceptional player and such a hard guy to stop. He just outstepped the Reds players there, and an easy try from him. Isaac Henry not reading the pass correctly there, went for the other man, and Mark Talia just ran around him. Easily does it, and a try for the Blues. Mark Talia dotting down. Conversion to come. The Blues now starting to find their feet in this game. The Reds just need not to back down. We know the Reds, if they're starting to go down by quite a margin, they lose the plot and don't come back. So let's hope this is not the case today for the Reds. But when this blue side starts to fire, they're going to hurt them quite badly. And the conversion from Oteri Black is good as well. So 17 points to 7 with about 5 minutes to go in this first half. Great work from the Blues, just capitalizing, getting the points when they needed to get it. The Reds on the other side will feel that they've been doing most of the attacking play so far, but discipline really letting them down. Paingamos are now back onto the field, and we're back to 15 versus 15. 4 minutes left in this first half. Restart by Isaac Henry into the hands of Mark Delia. He's going to take another 2 defenders with him. 5 meters outside the 22 now, the Blues. Need to be disciplined here. Ofa Tuangafasi. Still 5 meters out from their own 22, the Blues now. Just trying to settle things down. Finley Christie is going to go with a box kick over the top. It is going to be chased down by Tom Robertson and Mark Delia. The fullback takes it nicely for the Reds. Just inside the half of the Blues now. Hamie Stewart. Out it goes to Ryan Smith. Taking Kauli Tioti with him there. Tate McDermott. Now hunted by Sami. Double tackled by Akira Ioane and Tom Robinson. The ball spills a little bit loose, but Tate McDermott's got it. Hamie Stewart to Harry Wilson. Tries to step. Red backwards on their own 10-meter line. Blues really wrapping up the pressure on them. Ryan Smith throws the loose pass, and it's been intercepted by the Blues. Now kicked forward by Finley Christie. Who's chasing this inside the 22? The fullback of the Reds get it, and we're going to put it into touch. Roundabout. Oh, that's a pretty good kick from him. All the way up to the 10-meter line inside their own half. So really exciting stuff from both teams. It's just that last pass is not going to hand at the moment for these two teams. Kurt Eklund with the throw into this lineup. 46 tackles each, 13 missed by the Reds and 8 by the Blues. So that's been the difference in the scoreline so far as well. Kurt Eklund with the throw into this lineup, finds Kauli Tioti. Now Finley Christie, Oteri Black. Oh, sloppy pass there from Patrick Tuipulotu, and it's been turned over by the Reds. Hamie Stewart up to the 10-meter line they go. 2 minutes left in this first half. Still going as the Blues. Isaac Henry, 5 meters out from the 22 now. Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Liam Wright tries to break through, just couldn't get the offload. Now Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Long cut-out pass to Daikunu, and he's gone. Has he gone into touch? No. The ball is still alive for the Reds here, but they're going to struggle to get this back. They do get it. Now hunted by Sami. Harry Wilson, the offload to Ryan Smith has gone forward. So it is going to be a scrum down to the Blues with a minute and a half to go, just outside of 22. Unfortunately, very entertaining rugby, but it's just that last pass is not going to hand. And that little error is creeping up in this game that is preventing this Red side from getting the points that they want. Because they're there. They're doing the attacking game. They're playing the game really well at the moment. It's just that little mistakes, that 50-50 passes that they just need to cut out at the moment. And, it's like I said, it's been one of those games. The attacking is there. It's just the finishing that needs to be fine-tuned for this Red side. 17-7, the Blues leading here with a minute to go in this first half. We are having a little attention to Kurt Eklund at the moment, but we should be ready for that scrum down in just a second or two. It's not looking too well as Kurt Eklund. But yeah, we are going to come back to the game now. I think there might be a penalty coming for the Reds as well. Let's just see. No, it was the little knock on. So scrum down to the Blues, about 5 meters out from their own 22. The Blues leading 17-7 at the moment. The Blues capitalizing, taking their opportunities where the Reds have done all the attacking plays so far, but just that little 50-50 passes preventing them from scoring those tries. And a big scrum now coming up here for the Blues just before halftime. Less than a minute to go in this first half. Scrum feed from Finley Christie now. Looks like a solid scrum from them. Akira Ioane off the back. A bit of space opening up for him. He's going to run all the way up to the 10-meter line. Now Terry Black at scrum half for the Blues. Ofa Tuangafasi knocks it on, and now Painga Mosa has it for the Reds. Chance here if they go wide. Tanila Tupo needs to straighten this for them. Still going is Tanila Tupo. Over the 10-meter line they go now. Dave McDermott, Amy Stewart, back inside to Liam Wright. On the 10-meter line, Tate McDermott, Hunter Paisami, Angus Scott Young puts his head down. Great defense from the Blues. Just pushing them backwards. But a penalty coming the way of the Reds now. Akira Ioane not rolling away and very frustrated with the referee there. But decision time now for the Reds. On the 10-meter line, in the middle of the field. A chance just before halftime to get points. And they have opted to go for goal. Isaac Henry will have a shot at goal here for the Reds. Interesting choice so far, as Isaac Henry hasn't been very good with the kicking boots so far. Not at goal, but overall his general kicking not up to scratch so far. So let's see how this kick goes. I'm pretty much betting on this not to go over, but let's see. Maybe he can surprise us with a very good kick. He has been successful with one conversion so far, but to be fair, it was basically right under the post. So on the 10-meter line, inside Blues half, Isaac Henry is going to have a shot at goal here to end this first half. Let's see which way it's going to go. He's lining up for it. And as I predicted, it goes to the right, and the scoreline is going to stay the same, 17 points to 7 at halftime. Halftime lead for the Blues by 10 points, but it is the Reds that will feel undone by the effort so far. They've had a really great attacking first half. The Blues have just capitalized on the attack so far, making those hard yards, getting the ball forward, while the Reds have done all the attacking, just not able to finish. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, guys, for the second half. Don't go anywhere. We will be bringing you guys the second half in just a bit. Right, guys, we are back for the second half of this game. The Blues leading by 17 points to 7 here at halftime, and it's looking bad for the Reds, who's played all the attacking rugby so far. Just not able to finish off their efforts so far. They've looked like the better side on the attack. Their defense have been a little bit scrappy here and there, but yeah, I would be very, very, very upset if I were Brad Fawn going into halftime, as it should have been the other way around. The Reds should have been leading by at least 10 points in this first half. But hats off to the Blues. They've done their defensive work so far, um, causing the Reds into those errors, and then also having some really good attacking play themselves, working it with the forwards, working it up nicely, and just controlling the flow of the game so far. We've seen them score two very good tries in this first half, one by the forwards and then a really good try as well. Worked beautifully. So just setting up that consistency that they need to win this game. I mean, like I said, if I'm Brad Fawn, I'd be very upset with this first half performance from the Reds. Looking at the side that I had running on, Bryce Hegarty as well as James O'Connor not playing in this game. So the lineup has been mixed up a little bit, but Amy Stewart has done a good job so far in the place of James O'Connor. Hunter Paisami, Isaac Henry has been good in the midfield. Filippo Daigunu and Vunivalu not really getting too many opportunities in this first half. Tate McDermott, as always, cleaning very nicely at the ruck. Then Harry Wilson, Liam Wright, and Angus Scott Young has been phenomenal for this Red side so far. Doing all the hard work up front is Lucan Salakailoto and Ryan Smith. What a player he's been for this Red side so far. Danila Tupou doing the hard yards as always. Brandon Ngamosa got yellow carded in that first half, so a little bit of lack of discipline from them, really. For the Blues, Zahn Sullivan has been good. Bryce Heem has been solid. Rico Ioane has been nowhere to be seen, really. He's hardly touched the ball. When he doesn't make too many meters, but he's been great in defense, however. TJ Fayani has been really good. Mark Delia has had a good few runs, scored a try as well. Terry Black and Finley Christie just securing the play in the back line for them. Go forward ball and working their way up. Akira Ioane, very inconsistent today. He's given away a few penalties. Not as hard running as always. Dalton Papali has always been really good. Great on defense, great on the attack. Tom Robinson has been solid as well. Patrick Tuipulotu, the captain, has been taking on the ball quite well enough for the Blues as well. Gerard Kelly Tiotti had a decent game so far, but it's Ofa Tuangafasi, Kurt Eklund, and Carl Tunagafi who's really causing a lot of problems up front for this Red side. So players are about to run back onto the field. We'll have to wait and see whether this Reds outfit can come back from this. Personally, I don't see the Blues losing this one. It is only 2-1 tries so far, so that bonus point a little bit out of reach at the moment for this Blues side as well. Given that the Crusaders didn't get the bonus point earlier today against the Western Force, means that there will be no pressure on the Blues to get this bonus point here today. They just need to secure the victory in the first place. The Reds, on the other hand, if they can start to cut out that little mistakes at the moment that they're making, they can come back into this game. Daniel Applegate says, hi, how's it going, Daniel? Hope you're doing well as we get ready for the second half of this game between the Blues and the Reds. The next 40 minutes will determine who comes away with the victory. The Reds have been the dominant team on attack in that first half, but unfortunately not able to dominate the play like they did the last time out against the Chiefs. So Isaac Henry is going to start the second half for us. Going to be interesting to see whether they can cut out that mistakes and put this Blues side under pressure, or will the Blues have a few runs of their own in the second half. So there's the kickoff, a deep one into the hands of Zahn Sullivan, almost immediately kicks it downfield, and it's going to find touch roundabout on halfway. Throwing coming to Payanga Mosa now. Well, it wasn't the greatest of kicks. He found touch roundabout on the 10-meter line. And unfortunately for them, Patrick Tuipolota has stolen that ball in the line-out. So there's that little mistakes we talked about. Kurt Eklund over the 10-meter line. He goes for the Blues. Finley Christie waiting for the ball. Comes back to Oteri Black, who puts it high into the air. Chased down by Bryce Heem. Great take by Vunivalu. You won't easily beat him under the high ball now. Hamish Stewart, knock on by Salakai Lotto. And now Zahn Sullivan with the kick downfield, trying to look for space, is going to find it. And it runs over the 22-meter line, about 5 meters in. And the defensive line out coming up for the Reds. It was actually who took it beautifully in the air there. No pressure on him whatsoever. You are making a tackle, but Payanga Mosa now with the throw-in, roundabout on the 22-meter line inside their own half for the Reds. Another steal this time by Gerald Kaulitiotti, and now Tom Robinson having a crack. About 10 meters out from the Reds try line. Bad mistakes from the Reds early on. Another chance here for Kaulitiotti, driving his way forward. Finley Christie, Dalton Papali'i. Now Finley Christie again waiting as Tom Robinson puts his head down. Angus Scott Young over the ball, but it comes back to the Blues side. Kurt Eklund. 6 phases already. Finley Christie, Oteri Black gives it out. Well, tried to go on his own there. Got a little bit isolated, but they do get it back now. Carl Tunagafi. Still just working their way up. 8 phases already. And Finley Christie awaiting the forwards now. Comes out to Kurt Eklund. He puts his head down. It's about 10 meters out from the try line now as the Blues. Tom Robinson. Quick ball needed now. Finley Christie, Oteri Black comes to Zahn Sullivan. TJ Fayani gets held up beautifully there by Hamish Stewart. And the Blues just setting up those phases. 11 phases already. If the Reds can get this, then they will see it as a victory. Mark Talia. Now Kira Ioane going forward very slowly. Held up again by Ryan Smith. Christie again. 13 phases so far. Still coming back. Finley Christie. Now over to Angafasi. Oteri Black. Mark Talia. Mark Talia still going. He could go over here. Just short. 1 meter. Isaac Henry putting him down. Finley Christie to Patrick Tuipolota, and he dots it down for the Blues. And this is just what the Reds didn't want. 22 points to 7, with the Blues scoring the first try of the second half. And I don't know if they're going to check something, but I think it is going to stand as a try. So 2 lineouts missed by the Reds, and about 16 phases later, the Blues finally gets over the try line. I really thought that Mark Talia was going to go on his own there, but some great defense from Isaac Henry stopped him. But Patrick Tuipolota gets over for the try. Just working on that occasion. Really so close for Mark Talia for his second try of the game. Just couldn't make it over the try line. But Patrick Tuipolota does, and the Blues now in a commanding lead. 3 tries to 1. And again, it's the Reds' mistakes that's causing the problems. 5 minutes into the second half. Conversion from Oteri Black is good, and it's 24 points to 7. The Blues leading the Reds here at the moment. 5 minutes gone in the second half. And the Blues now taking a commanding lead. Really didn't expect this from the Reds. They making the mistakes. They're playing the rugby, but they're not capitalizing on the opportunities. The restart from Isaac Henry now. High hanging kick taken by Patrick Tuipulotu just outside his own 22. Harry Wilson has managed to rip that. A little knock on from the Blues, and now it's the Reds on the attack. Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Out it goes to Hamish Stewart. He needs to straighten the line. Good defense from Dalton Papali on him. Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Harry Wilson spins out of one tackle. Couldn't get past another. Now Tate McDermott tries to spin his way out. He does so. Little offload to Daikunu. Daikunu beats one just short of the try line. 5 meters out now. Hunted by Sami. Tate McDermott now waiting for the ball. 5 meters out. Painga Mosa puts his head down. Can the Reds come back into this game now? Quick ball required now for the Reds here. Angus Scott Young. 4 meters out. Pick and go from Liam Wright. Not going to get there. Penalty advantage to the Reds. Liam Wright goes again. Isolated. Will they get this back or not? Tate McDermott's got it. Oh, pick and go again from the forwards. Great defense from the Blues. Just keeping them out. Harry Wilson, 2 meters out. Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Rico Ioane's got him. Now Isaac Henry tries to step. Still going forward, but just not getting past this Blues defense. And we are going to come back for that penalty to the Reds. Valiant defense from the Blues. Albert Twitter says the Reds normally play very well in last 20 minutes of previous games, but I don't think they can catch the Blues now. Well, if they can score now, I think they will come back, Albert, but they need to score this try now. If they don't succeed in getting the points from this one, then it is not going to work for them today. We'll have to wait and see what happens, what decision they do take. But really awesome defense from the Blues there. We saw it in the first game, the Crusaders really defending their line. And I hope we don't get the same game like we had in the second half in the previous game where the Blues just defend the whole game and that the Reds can actually get a try or two from this. But yeah, 7.5 minutes into the second half, they really need to score now if they want to stay in touch. And they got all the firepower to do so. First, they need to put the scrum to bed. And then they can work their way with the backline from there. Unfortunately, no James O'Connor or Bryce Hegarty. But let's see if Hamish Stewart and the fullback can do this for them. Scrum feed by Tate McDermott. Strong one, Harry Wilson. Off the back, picks and go. 2 meters out now as the Reds again. Pick and go, Ryan Smith, just short. Liam Wright now, 1 meter short. Just not getting over that try line. Now it comes out to Fioa. 1 meter short, there's a little knock on. And, well, the referees awarded a try, but there's no way that can be a try. They knocked it on. So, for the moment, the try stands. The referee has awarded it. But they will definitely go upstairs for this one. But there was a clear knock-on from the Reds. 8.5 minutes into the second half, and the Reds are their own worst enemy at the moment. Well, Painga Mosa is confident that he scored that. That ball actually popped out, so that could still be a try. Let's see. Oh. Not sure whether he knocked it on or whether it was ripped out by Kauli Tiotti. Let's have another look here. Not sure how that ball came out. Blues sure that it's a knock on. What time do it finish? So there's still about 31 minutes left in this game, Daniel. So still a full second half to go, basically. Let's see what the referee decides on this one. I can't make this call. It's uncertain whether the ball popped out and whether there was a little knock on or what the case was. So I'm almost sure that this is going to be awarded. Yes, the try has been awarded. So the Reds do strike back. And with a conversion to come, 24 points to 12. Just what the Reds needed now, going forward. So there were no clear evidence as to how that ball spilled out. I do think that Kali Tiati may have ripped it out, and then Painga Mosa just dotted down onto the ball. So with 9 minutes gone in this first half, the Reds strike back, and it is 24 points to 12 at the moment, with the conversion to come. Isaac Henry to take this kick. Not very confident in his ability to kick at goal. But let's see what happens. That one is going to go through. So 24 points to 14. The Reds trailing the Blues at the moment, with still 30 minutes left in this game. We've had 10 minutes in the second half. A chance now for the Reds to come back into this game. Right, restart from the Blues now. Teddy Black with that kick, and spills loose at the back for the Reds, and this could be trouble for them as well. Who's going to get this ball now? Comes back to the way of the Reds, just inside their own 22. They've managed to secure this ball. Now Tate McDermott out to Amy Stewart, kicks it downfield, not going to find touch. It is into the hands of Teddy Black now, gives it out to Zahn Sullivan. He's going to go to just a little chip kick over the top. The bounce of the ball into the hands of Vunivalu on the 10-meter line inside the Reds half. Hunted by Sami. Daikunu. Great defense from the prop replacement for the Blues. Now Tate McDermott, hunted by Sami. Running a great angle was Liam Wright up to the 10-meter line. Tate McDermott again, hunted by Sami. Sloppy pass taken beautifully by Fioa. Now Tate McDermott again, hunted by Sami. Slotting it fly with a little kick ahead, but into the hands of O'Kay Black, who's going to put this back right into the 22, taken by the fullback of the Reds. Here he comes. Breaks, can't break through the first line of defense, up to the 10-meter line. Ryan Smith at scrum off. Haney Stewart, little knock on there from the Reds. And now opportunity here for the Blues. Finley Christie, DJ Fayani out to Mark Delia. Mark Delia still going up to the 22-meter line, the Blues now. Finley Christie gives it out to Kurt Eklund, Terry Black, Sloppy Rika Ioane, Akira Ioane on the 10-meter line. Now Bryce Heem puts it to the boot. He's going to chase after this, but the goal line is going to win, and it is going to be a 22-meter restart. Interesting stuff from both sides. Daniel Applegate, what time is it? Well, which one now is that, Daniel? There's the time left on this game is around about 28 minutes to go. So, yeah, it's going to be a goal line dropout now for the Reds with 28 minutes to go in this game. 24 points to 14 here. The dropout from Isaac Henry. A sloppy one again into the hands of Akira Ioane. Akira Ioane up to the 22-meter line. Beats the first defender. Gets brought down by the second. Now Finley Christie again. Waiting for the ball to come out. Now Kurt Eklund back inside. It goes to the replacement prop forward for the Blues. Finley Christie. Gerald Kaulitioti now working his way up. Finley Christie. Back it goes to TJ Fayani. Puts his head down 10 meters out from the try line. Finley Christie. Now another charge here from the Blues forwards. 10 meters out. Now Kaulitioti up to the 5-meter line. They're just working their way with the forwards now. Kira Ioane. Still 5 meters out. There's the Blues now. Finley Christie gives it out to the forwards again. Just working their way up, but not gaining that ground they need. Now Patrick Tuipoloto. 2 meters short now. The Blues must score from here, surely. Just waiting for that ball. 9 phases already. Pick and go from the forwards again. Just not getting there at the moment is the Blues. Now Finley Christie. Is he going to do that loop pass? No, it comes back to the Blues. Still short. Now Finley Christie He has dotted it down, surely, and that is a try to the Blues. The Blues just patient enough to get the try down there, and things are starting to look bad for the Reds again. 29 points to 14, and yeah, it's one of those. Daniel Applegate, who playing after, so nobody's playing after this game. I will only be back later tonight, South African time, for the Bulls versus Stormers game. Currently in South Africa, it is 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So we've still about 25 minutes to go in this game. But no game after this one, Daniel, if that answers your question. 29 points to 14 it is. The Reds now on the back foot again. The Blues just showing patience up front, working with the forwards and neutralizing this Reds attack. Terry Black with the conversion to come. 29-14 conversion coming up. Should make it 31-14 with 25 minutes to go. Yep, there we go. 31-14. And I think that should be enough for the Blues to win this game. I really can't see them coming back from this. They need to score basically 3 converted tries to take the lead. Dane Zander has replaced Fioa for Tuaka. Hoskins Tutu for Akira Ioane as well. So the replacement's starting to come on to the field now. It's taken in nicely by Patrick Tuipoloto. Finley Christie, about 5 meters out from his own 22, is going to do the little box kick. No, it's not. Gives it out to the back line. Driving their way forward is the Blues now. Comes back to Zan Sullivan, who puts it to the boot and is going to find touch roundabout on halfway. Quickly thrown in by the Reds. And now it is a chance here for Hunter Paisami. He tries to break the line of defense. Great tackle. Oh, no, surely he's going to be offside. The number 18, Nipo Laulala, making the tackle and moving in from an offside position. So penalty to the Reds with 14 minutes to go. Offside at the ruck from Nipo Laulala. And now Hamish Stewart will try and boot this downfield. Let's see what happens with this. He is going to find touch roundabout on the 22 of the Blues. The temptation from Nipo Laulala was too big there. Right, so here we go with the lineup. Hunter Paenga Mosa with the throw into this lineup. 13 minutes to go. 31 points to 14. The lineout has been overthrown again. That's the third one in the second half. And now the Blues will counter-attack. Mark Talia, about 5 meters from his own 22, going forward now. Finley Christie to Kurt Eklund. Worked forward there by Alex Harchman. Now comes back to Zan Sullivan again. Puts it to the boot. Not going to find touch with this one. The fullback giving it out to Vunivalu. No, it's Daigunu. Daigunu on the attack. Puts it to the boot. Trying to chase it down, but into the hands of a Terry Black, who just kicks it forward again. Let's see what happens with this one. Reds now up to round about halfway now. So Robbie gives it out to replacement block forward for the Reds. So Robbie again. Now they're starting to work their way. Henry Isaac up to halfway. Quick ball required. Paenga Mosa. Pick and go from him. Harry Wilson now at scrum off. Comes out to Dane Zander. Hamish Stewart, Hunter Paisami. Caught on halfway by Hoskins Satuto and Dalton Papali'i. So Robbie again. Hamish Stewart puts his head down. Trying to burst through this Blues defense, but unable to do so. Harry Wilson again gives it out to Liam Wright. They're over halfway now is the Reds. And slow ball coming back. Now Stewart gives it out to Angus Scott Young. Trying to burst his way forward, not getting any ground. Now Hunter Paisami again. Wild pass, Amy Stewart out to Daikunu. Still just over halfway. Saravi again, hunted by Sami. Angus Scott Young, Stewart. Liam Wright straightens the line. Great tackle from Oscar Satuto on him. Saravi again, hunted by Sami. Hunted by Sami, breaks the first line of defense, but falls off his own feet. Just short of the 10-meter line now. Saravi tries to break. Up to the 10-meter line, Angus Scott Young. Now Liam Wright. Hamish Stewart again. A little bit indecisive there. Good defense again from the Blues. They've gone backwards again as the Reds now. On halfway, Liam Wright puts his head down. Great little run up to the 10-meter line. Now Saravi waiting for support now. On the 10-meter line, the Reds. Comes back to Hamish Stewart. Little dummy pass, and Harry Wilson into space with a little kick ahead for Vunivalu. But unfortunately, it goes into touch on the 5 meter, 5 meters out from the try line. So bad luck there from Harry Wilson. Nearly Vunivalu in for a try there. Well, so unfortunate there. Great line break from Harry Wilson. Just a little kick, not staying in field, and goes into touch. Great passage of play from the Reds. Finally breaking through the Blues defense after it looked like they were not going to get there. Right, so a defensive line out coming up here for the Blues now. 5 meters from their own try line. And it is going to be thrown in now. Well, first we're going to have a few replacements going on. Vunivalu is going off, it seems. Let's see who's going to come on to in the place of him. So it is going to be Droa Sesi who comes on for Vunivalu. 20 minutes to go in this game. 20 minutes left in this game, guys. Still a lot up for grabs. Right, so defensive line out coming up for them now. It is going to be thrown in by Kurt Eklund now for the Blues. Droa Sesi on for Vunivalu. 20 minutes to go. Throw in from Kurt Eklund. Still anything can happen. If the Reds can score another try, there will be enough time. Throw in from Patrick to Piloto, out to Finley Christie. Gives out to Mark Talia. The defense is good from the Reds. The Blues 5 meters out from their own try line. Finley Christie gives it out to Zahn Sullivan, who's got to kick the touch. Not finding a lot of distance. So right about 15 meters out from the try line. It is going to be a Reds throw into this line out. They need to strike now and they need to strike hard. Is this Red side? Will we see another twist in this game? Painga Mosa with the throw into this line out. There's about 19 minutes left in this game. Right, just getting ready, all the replacements and stuff before we continue on with this game. Right, so Painga Mosa with the ball in hand now. Let's see where this is going to go. Throw in from Painga Mosa. Another sloppy line out stolen by the Blues. That's the fifth one in the second half going astray for them. Now Jonathan Ruru gives it out to Zahn Sullivan. And again, not gaining too much distance. Oh, it didn't go out, and it's been knocked on by the Reds now. And Ruru thumps this downfield. Daikunu needs to go back after it on the 22-meter line. He's going to try and run this. Great defense again from the Blues. Saravi now's got it for the Reds. Out it goes to Painga Mosa up to the 10-meter line inside their own half. Now comes back to Hamish Stewart, driven forward by Salakai Lotto. Saravi out to Stewart again. Harry Wilson taking it up for the Reds. Saravi, Stewart, Liam Wright. They're getting tackled. tremendously by this blue side today, not getting any ground. Now they decide to kick it downfield and into the hands of Zahn Sullivan. And he kicks it from his own 10-meter line, trying to find space in behind. And the ball goes out roundabout on a 22-meter line inside Reds half. Given the mistakes that the Reds are making at line-out time, I think the Blues will be happy with this one. 4 line-out spills already in the second half by the Reds, and some of them coming at great attacking opportunities. Now it's a defensive line-out for them. Can they win this line-out on their own 22-meter line? Taken in beautifully there by Angus Blade for the Reds, and now they're going to try and run this. Isaac Henry caught just outside his own 22. And now they're going forward. Painga Mosa hits the gap straight through the middle. Up to halfway he goes. Needs support now. We'll find it in the form of Hamish Stewart. Now hunted by Sami. Puts it to the bird as Isaac Henry again. Good little kick. Zahn Sullivan going back for it. Oh, great little offload to AJ Lamb there. And they kick it downfield. Not going to find touch, however. Hunted by Sami on halfway. Straightening the line. Great defense from Oscar Satuto. And he steals. No, there's a little knock on from Hunter by Sami there. This blue side has just defended for dear life as well. Very similar to the Crusaders. So what we've seen in this first couple of rounds of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman was a great attacking display from the New Zealand franchises in the first few weeks. And now we're starting to see great defensive displays from him as well. A more attacking effort coming from the Australian franchises at the moment. But yeah, it is going to be a scrum down now to the Blues, roundabout on their own 10-meter line. 16 minutes to go in this game. It should be a win for the Blues, unless the Reds can really come back a bang now. It's going to be a close one if the Reds can get a try now. But it's highly unlikely with the defensive efforts from the Blues so far in this game. Just don't see it happening. One of the standout performances for the Reds today, hunted by Sami, just receiving a little bit of attention. He's been almost everywhere. He's been right up there in the faces of the Blues all day long, running great angles, doing great work, but just not able to hit that line break, which will open things up for them. Unfortunately, it's only the big boys who's getting the line breaks today. First, we saw Painga Mosa running straight through the middle. Harry Wilson has had a few line breaks as well, but just not those backline players. Scrum feed goes down, and we will have another reset scrum on the 10-meter line inside Blues territory. Jonathan Ruru to feed that scrum for the Blues. 15 minutes to go. Right, Patrick Tuipolota has also gone off now. Jacob Pearce is in the place of him now. He's had a very strong performance as well as the captain of the Blues. Right, Jonathan Ruru to feed the scrum now. Scrum is solid off the back now. They need to control this. Hoskin Satutu just controlling it. Now it comes out. TJ Fayani straightening the line. Jonathan Ruru, and it goes to AJ Lamb, but there's a little knock on there from TJ Fayani. Well, it's not TJ Fayani. It is, in fact, Harry Plummer who's onto the field as well. So knock on from Harry Plummer, and with 14 minutes to go in this game, it is now going to be a scrum down to the Reds. Liam Wright also going off for Sam Wallace now, who's onto the field. Liam Wright has had a strong game as captain again today. Just that little mistakes creeping in now from both sides again, just not getting this game to flow at all. So we've seen 45 points in this game already, and we could see a couple more. So Robbie feeds Harry Wilson, controlling at the back now. Amy Stewart, little cross kick from him, and that's going to go directly into touch. So there's going to be a line out, roundabout on halfway for the Blues. Not good. Well, there's a penalty for the Reds. The front row collapsing, so they'll probably try and kick this into touch and set up a line out somewhere, but their lineouts have been in disarray. They've already lost like 5 lineouts in the second half, and some came at valuable times, and this could be basically the same thing again. Finds touch 5 meters out from the Blues try line. It's now or never for the Reds. They can get the try now. It could be a 10-point game, and they could possibly get back into this. Right, thrown from Painga Mosa, 5 meters out from the try line. Can the Reds do this? Throw in, finds Lucan Salakai Lotte. Now Painga Mosa runs off the back. Isaac Henry trying to straighten the line. 5 meters out is the Reds now. Sarovi. Out it goes to Angus Scott Young. Still 5 meters out. Sarovi. Harry Wilson back inside to Zane Zander. Penalty advantage coming for the Reds. Pick and go from him. Dalton Papali over the ball, but not going to get there. Sarovi, hunted by Sami, trying to run in at the ball. 2 meters out now. Sarovi, Harry Wilson, just short. A meter short now. Dane Zander gets driven back. Still now 5 meters out. 7 phases already again. They need to get this ball back quickly. They won't do so, but a penalty to the Reds. And now 5 meters out from the try line. Can they do this? Ben says, sorry I missed it. Great result last game for the Guru Vipers. No problem, Ben. Just maybe tonight we will do another one just after that Stormers versus Bulls game. So the Reds have opted to go for another screw down here. And let's see if they can get some points from this. They really need to get there now. I don't know what more they can do to burst through this Blues defense who've been really solid throughout this game. Angus Scott Young, full of blood on his face, and he will not be able to continue for the scrum. We've got around 10 minutes left in this game, so if the Reds don't score from here, it's definitely game over for them. McGreely is the fullback that I've been not knowing who it is. So he wasn't in the match 23 at all at the start of this game. But he's had a pretty solid game for the Reds. He's done a good job at the back of this Reds back line. Obviously, the Reds have missed Bryce Hegarty and James O'Connor today. But, yeah, the Blues have just been clinical when they needed to be. And they secured the 4-pointer, I think, already with 10 minutes to go. We're going to have a scrum down now to the Reds, 5 meters out from the Blues try line. If they can score now, then still game on. But knowing the Reds as inconsistent as they are, they'll probably knock the ball on somewhere down the line. Right, scrum feed finally happening after we've had all the drama and all the attention to the players. Saravi now to feed the scrum. Right, will we first of all get a solid scrum? It looks good for the Reds. Harry Wilson at the back controlling it. Penalty advantage coming for them, 2 meters short. Painga Mosa, pick and go. Will they get the try? Dane Zander putting his head down for the Reds. Still 5 meters out now. Amy Stewart with a cross kick. Who's looking for it? Daiguno has done well. And he's going to get the try for the Reds. runs around to get it under the post, and that's a good try for the Reds. They finally get the try that they so desperately needed. And with about 9 minutes left in this game, it's all to play for. 10 points the difference. 10 points the difference in this game now. Great little kick from Amy Stewart and Dyke Gunu. Beautifully grabbed out of the air. AJ Lamb, no answer to that. Try time for the Reds. And with 9 minutes to go, it's a 10-point game. Will the Blues be able to keep this 10-point lead that they want? Right, so 9 minutes to go. It's 31-21. Can they do this? They are at home. They've got the backing of the home crowd. So let's see if the Blues can hold on to this victory. Right, just taking their time to restart this game. Lots of injury time spent attending the different players who's down injured at the moment. But now we're going to get this underway again. Restart from Oteri. Black goes deep, taken in by Daigunu. And now the Reds putting his head down on the 22-meter line. Sarovi gives it out to Amy Stewart, who's going to thump this downfield. And not going to find touch into the hands of Oscar Satuto. Now gives it out to Zon Sullivan. Up to the 10-meter line goes the Blues now. Jonathan Ruru. Out it goes to the number 19. Jacob Pierce making a bit of ground. Now Harry Plummer out to Rico Ioane. Now AJ Lamb not getting ground as the Blues, though, just running from left to right. Now Nipo Lalala, Harry Plummer, TJ Fayani out to Oscar Satuto. Nice little pass from him. Out it goes to Dalton Papali, just 5 meters short from the 22-meter line now. Jonathan Ruru, out it goes to Svekena. Penalty coming for the Blues. Reds offside, and I think the best way to go from here now is to try and run down the clock. 7 minutes to go in this game. Wilhelm de Good says the Reds may win. Well, depending on what happens with this penalty now, I think the most clever thing would be to just run down the clock. But who knows? Yep, so they are going to go for touch instead of going for goal as the Blues now. 5 meters out from the try line. It could seal the game here now. If the Blues have to score now, it's game over. 6 minutes left in this game. And more replacements now coming on to the field for the Reds as well. Their whole bench is a little bit messed up. Joshua Fluke coming on for Isaac Henry. Fluke also wasn't part of this initial side for today. Oh, so Isaac Henry got a knee to his face. That's why he's leaving. Fakena now with the throw-in. Finds Jacob Pierce off the back. They form the maul now. Is the Blues. Run about 10 meters out now. They need to get this out. Comes to Jonathan Ruru. Puts a little kick ahead. Who's going to win this race? I think Sarovi have won that race against Mark Delia. So we will have a goal line dropout, surely. Let's just see what the referee says. So no try, first of all. So we will probably have a goal line kick out here. Oh, so close. But Sarovi did get the hand there first up before Mark Delia could get there. Okie dokie. Let's see what happens with 5.5 minutes to go. The goal line kick finds Hoskins Satuto now up to the 10-meter line. Inside Reds off. He tries to break through. But great defense from Painga Mosa, bringing him down. Now Ruru out to TJ Fayani. 5 meters out from the try line now. Here comes Jonathan Ruru. Nipa Lolala throws an intercept to Luke and Salakai Lotto. The Reds now have a chance to attack. 5 minutes left. Amy Stewart's going to thump this downfield, and it's into the hands of Mark Delia inside his own 22. Gives it out to Zahn Sullivan, who's going to thump this downfield all the way up to halfway. 4.5 minutes to go in this game. Can the Reds find that magic spark that they need to get another try? Painga Mosa with the throw in quickly. Tanela Tupo, now Sarovi. Chance here for them. Not really making headway. Nipa Lalala has won the penalty for the Blues on the ground. Great stuff from the prop forward. Finally doing a good job and getting the penalty. He's given away a couple of them as well so far today. But finally do some really good thing. Dart King says, come on, Reds. Well, that penalty to the Blues might have just sealed the victory here for the Blues. The kick downfield from Harry Plummer is going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line inside Reds territory. So it's going to be a throw into Fakena now. 3.5 minutes to go in this game. Can the Blues now secure the victory here? Fakena to throw this ball in. It's going to find the Reds, and it's been overthrown. So one last chance here for the Reds now. Taken up by the replacement, Droa Sessa. Kicked by Sarovi, charged down by Oscar Satuto, but they do get it back, and now they're going to try and run this. Hunted by Sami up to the 10-meter line as the Reds now. Quick ball required. Sarovi, Angus Scott Young. Driving their way up to halfway now. Daikunu, pick and go. Over halfway to go, but isolated in the process. Do get it back now. Tanela Tupo, but tackled into touch there by Gerald Galitiotti. Run about 5 meters inside the Blues' own half. Line out coming for the Blues. 2.5 minutes to go. Just not enough time left here for the Reds, surely. If they wanted to win this, they had to score now. And unfortunately, time will be against them. But a great comeback from them after we thought that the Blues were really going to just seal this game down. Throw in from Fakena, another sloppy one. But at least the Blues have got possession. Run about 10 meters from their own 22. Comes back very slowly. Now they're just going to run down the clock. 2 minutes to go. Nipo Lalala puts his head down. Jonathan Ruru at the back of this ruck. Good counter ruck from the Reds. And they've stolen this. Dane Zander, now Harry Wilson. Amy Stewart hammered in a tackle by Mark Delia on the 10-meter line. And the Blues have won it back. But there's a little knock-on from them. Scrum down to the Reds. Fantastic tackle from Mark Delia, putting the pressure on Amy Stewart there. 1.5 minutes to go, guys. Almost over. Mark Delia very close to giving away a penalty there with that tackle from him. Just not lifting the player high enough to give away the penalty in the end. Great tackle from Mark Delia. Right, so it's going to be a scrum down to the Reds now. So they are having a look at this tackle, though. He did lift him, but he did go down. So I think maybe at worst penalty, if they really want to go extreme, they could go with a yellow card. But I just feel it wasn't dangerous enough to warrant anything there. I would say worst case scenario, maybe just a penalty. 1.5 minutes to go in this game. TMO deciding now. Let's see what is going to happen from here. So they've decided now to go for the kick at goal. There's the Reds. I don't know what just happened, but it broke up just for a second there. Reds 21, Blues 31. Penalty goes over, and it's a 7-point game here. Right, let's just change that scoreline. It's 24 to the Reds, 31 to the Blues. We've got a minute left in this game, so the restart needs to be taken. Will the Reds be able to get a draw here? Albert who just says, thanks, Guru. Catch you later tonight for the Bulls game. Well, it's not over yet, Albert. There's one last go at this. But we will have that game tonight between the Sharks, the Stormers and the Bulls. So Hamish Stewart with the last chance for the Reds now. He's got the ball just outside of 22 now. Sarovi, Luke and Salakai Lotto bashing his way up. Again, Sarovi now. Dane Zander working it up for the Reds. Just outside their own 22 now. Sarovi out to Panga Mosa. Is there anything left in this Red side now? Hunter Paisami. They just need to control this now. Good little run there from the Reds, but it's the Blues just defending for dear life at the moment. Not giving the Reds any space. Danila Tupou being held up there in a tackle. Will it come back to the Red side? Yes, it will. 5 meters outside their own 22. Now Hunter Paisami. Angus Blake. Still no way through for the Reds here. Sarovi. Hamish Stewart. Now Jones Harry Wilson. Tackled by Dalton Papali. There's a little knock on from the Reds. And that will surely be the ball game. There we go. Just kicked into touch by Jonathan Ruru. So full time in this game is going to be the Reds 24, the Blues 31. And it's been an exceptional game. We've seen some great attacking rugby down the line, but too many mistakes here and there. And as expected, that inconsistency from both sides. But in the end, the Blues are the team who comes away with the 4 points. And that's the most important of it all. I'm going to catch you guys tonight at 7 South African time when the Bulls take on the Stormers. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.